What's going on, everybody? It's Game Unboxing Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2 news update. So, this week has been an absolutely amazing week for LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2 news. We've had a bunch of character reveals, we got a look at the character creator, we got to see everything that is coming with the Season Pass, and it is just all so exciting. There is so much to look forward to, but that's not all. Today we got so many new character reveals, and they are all extremely exciting. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so before we get into some of the character reveals, we need to talk about some brand new vehicles that have been revealed. So some of the new vehicles that we know of are a Wild West Wagon taxi. Now, you'll see from the open world gameplay in Chronopolis, there are animals and, different types of vehicles. There's horses, there's all kinds of things, wandering about the Chronopolis hub world you can just use. So if you see a horse, you can ride it. If you see a taxi, you can drive it. If you see, a horse and carriage, you can use that as well, I guess. I mean, the amount of vehicles I see from the Chronopolis gameplay is insane. Really, the more we've seen of Chronopolis, the better it gets. It just keeps getting better and better, and by the time the game is actually out, I'm sure the world is going to look absolutely amazing. A few other vehicles that have been confirmed are a Circus Train. Yes, a Circus Train. I'm interested to see what that's going to be. And also, Shocker's white truck from Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, I talked about Shocker in the previous video, and I said, how he's confirmed, and his character icon flashed, and it meant that maybe the Herman Schultz from Spider-Man Homecoming is in the game. Well, if his truck is, I'd say he's probably in it as well. So let's hope so, because I love that portrayal of Shocker, and I really hope he's playable in the game. Next up, of course, we're going to be talking about the characters that have been revealed. And we're going to split this into two. So, first up, we're going to talk about all the main characters that have been announced, so all the characters that are in the main game. And then afterwards, we're going to talk about some of the DLC characters that have been revealed. But first up, we have this character is called Hellcow, and she is apparently a cow that was bitten by Dracula. I mean, that's all I really know about this character, but I just think she's hilarious. A cow that was bitten by Dracula, so it's a vampire cow, Hellcow. That is the name of the character. And I know this is a funny one, but if you like vampires, then you're going to absolutely love two other characters that we'll be talking about very soon, but more on that later. Here you can see two brand new screenshots of a very cool new character, and this is Arizona Annie. Now, Arizona Annie, she is one of those deep-cut Marvel characters from the Old West Marvel comics, and she's actually a partner of Kid Colt, which is pretty cool. I'm loving the design of the character, and honestly, I really like all the Old West characters because I've always wanted an Old West LEGO video game, where you can play as a cowboy, run around the Wild West, ride around a horse, maybe stop some bandits, stuff like that. So the fact that this is kind of it, you've got a big chunk of the Old West you can run around with. I think that's awesome, and I think I might be able to make, my own cowboys and stuff like that. It should be a lot of fun. Also, another cool thing to mention, MODOK is actually the sheriff in the Old West in Chronopolis, so that is pretty neat. Now, this is Red Wolf and Living Totem, and they both look really cool in this game. Red Wolf, especially, I really like the design of that character. And Living Totem, he is basically an alien that looks like a totem pole, so they are pretty cool characters to have in the game. This next character is the android known as the Super Adaptoid. Created by the evil scientific organization AIM, they put a shard of the all-powerful cosmic cube inside Super Adaptoid's synthetic body. The fragment allows the Adaptoid to learn and duplicate the powers, abilities, and special equipment of anyone that it comes near. So its only weakness is really just its lack of imagination, which is pretty cool. I'm very interested to see how they're going to portray a character that powerful in this game. Now, you might know this character from the Spider-Verse comics. This is, of course, Mae Riley. Born during the Industrial Revolution in a different reality, she created herself a steampunk spider suit and took on the name Lady Spider. I love the design of this character, and I'm loving the steampunk characters in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2. We had that awesome steampunk Iron Man suit, and now we have an awesome spider character, which is just really, really cool. Now, this is a very interesting one. This is Ursa Major, a Russian mutant that can transform into a giant bear. I love the design of the bear. I think he looks really cool, but I also really hope he can transform into his human form in this game. Chances are he probably can, because this seems like one of the characters they added for the sake of being able to have a transforming character, another transforming character, because we all know and love those. I mean, they're amazing. So to be able to play as a guy that can transform into a bear on the press of a button, yes, I want that, because that just sounds awesome. Now here are 3 brand new characters that have been confirmed. So we got Squirrel Girl, Chipmunk, Hunk, and Koi Boy, who are of course from the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl comic books. Pretty cool. They also all feature in a Gwenpool mission, and those Gwenpool missions are apparently supposed to be absolute insanity. Like, they are apparently supposed to get very, very crazy, so I'm really looking forward to playing them. Here we can see Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie and Jeff Goldblum's Grandmaster from the upcoming movie Thor Ragnarok. Great to finally have these 2 confirmed. They both look awesome. Really looking forward to playing as them. I'm also curious to see if that Grandmaster is going to replace the one in the battle arenas, because when the battle arenas were first shown for LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2, of course we saw the Grandmaster, but it was the classic version. So I wonder if they're still able to have both, you know, the classic version and the Jeff Goldblum Grandmaster from Thor Ragnarok. We will just have to wait and see. Now, in my previous video, I talked about how it looked like we could see Ghost Rider's head in the character creator, and I was pretty certain that I was right, and boom, there you go. Ghost Rider is in the game. You can drive around his bike and everything. He's got the chain. So cool. So great to finally have Ghost Rider in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2, because I know so many people have been wanting to play as him in this game. And in case you're wondering, because I've been getting requests from people saying, is it Robbie Reyes? Is it Johnny Blaze? I believe this version is definitely Johnny Blaze. So great to have Johnny back in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2. And that's not all. If you like riders, then you'll be very happy to see that Carter Slade himself, the Phantom Rider, is also in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2, which is just awesome, because like Arthur said in the live stream, this was a very heavily requested character, and this is one of the characters I really wanted to see ever since the game was announced. As soon as they announced that there was an Old West section, first character that came to mind was Phantom Rider. We need to have Phantom Rider in the game. So now knowing that I can wander around the Old West as Phantom Rider, that is just so cool, and I can see myself spending hours playing as that character alone. Now, for all you Noir fans out there, this is a brand new look at Noir Luke Cage. I can't believe this version of Luke Cage was making it into the game, because I was not expecting it. Of course, we saw 70s Luke Cage, which is such a cool costume, but I thought the alternate would just be, you know, the Luke Cage from Ultimate Spider-Man. But no, to have Noir Luke Cage and 70s Luke Cage, they have picked some great Luke Cages for this game, and I'm so glad to see them. And Misty Knight as well. Finally, we get Luke Cage and Misty Knight. It is going to be so much fun to play as those 2 especially. Now, it is Noir Luke Cage, and I think that's just normal Misty Knight. I don't think it's a Noir Misty Knight, because I don't even know if there is actually a Noir Misty Knight, but hey, just so great to see both of these characters in this game. Now, of course, we've seen Green Goblin. We also heard about 2099 Green Goblin. Now, of course, we get the confirmation of Hobgoblin. Now, for a huge Spider-Man fan like myself, it is so great to finally see him in a LEGO Marvel game, because I absolutely love the Spider-Man 90s animated series, and he was so cool in that. So to be able to play as Hobgoblin in a video game is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to play as him. Now, like I was saying earlier, if you like vampires, then you're going to like this guy. It is, of course, Blade. Blade is back in a LEGO Marvel game. I'm so glad to see Blade back in this game, because I played as him a bit in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 1. He didn't really do much, but it was just cool to have Blade in a LEGO Marvel game. This time, he looks even cooler. I'm pretty sure that's a completely new design, and he looks much better, which I'm really happy about, and hopefully he'll have some new abilities as well. Not sure where he is in the background there, but it looks very cool. And of course, with a vampire hunter, you have to have a vampire to hunt, and that vampire is Morbius the Living Vampire. Again, for a huge Spider-Man fan like myself, I am so glad to see Morbius in a LEGO Marvel game. This is just so cool. Now, I don't really know anything about what Morbius will be able to do in the game, but it would be an amazing surprise if he can transform into a huge monster bat like in the 90s animated series. That would be really cool. We'll see if that happens. I'm not entirely sure right now, but hey, if it doesn't, I'm not really that bothered, because I'm just so glad to see Morbius in this game. They are really picking some super cool Spider-Man villains for this game. And last but most certainly not least, the final thing we need to talk about is, of course, the DLC pack characters. So, first up, with the Agents of Atlas DLC pack, which we talked about in the previous video, I said how I think one of the characters that will be in that pack is Gorilla Man. Well, Arthur Parsons has officially confirmed that yes, Gorilla Man is part of the Agents of Atlas DLC pack, which is awesome news. Here we get our very first in-game look at Charlie 27, who is, of course, one of many characters that will come included in the classic Guardians of the Galaxy character starter pack. But Arthur also confirmed that Martinex and Nikki are also going to be in that DLC pack, which is very cool. I can't wait to play as Martinex. That character is awesome. Now, ever since LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2 was officially announced, there were two characters that I was especially hoping to see in the game. One of which was Venom 2099, which we now know is in the game, which is awesome. The other was Hulk 2099. And as you can see here, he is officially confirmed to be in the game, which is awesome news because I absolutely love this version of the Hulk. It is just so weird. I just can't wait to play as him. But I have to make this very clear because some of you may not know. Basically, this isn't going to be in the main game. Hulk 2099 is actually going to be part of a DLC pack in the Season Pass. Now, Arthur didn't give the name of the DLC, but I've had to guess. I would say he's definitely going to be part of the Out of Time DLC pack. But we will just have to wait and see. And lastly, I've kept this for the end of the video because I wasn't 100% sure if it's going to be part of the Season Pass or in the main game, but Arthur mentioned that we can play as Iron Man 2020, who has such a cool armor that I can't wait to use in the game. But Arthur wasn't specific about whether he's in the main game or a DLC pack, so we'll have to wait until November to find that out. But Arthur did say that in total there is around 208 characters in the main game, and get this, more than 60 will be added via all of the DLCs. That is a lot of characters. They are really going all out in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2, and I'm so happy to see that. All the main characters from the main game look great, and all the Season Pass content is so exciting, so I just cannot wait for this game to finally be available. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know in the comment section below which character you're most looking forward to playing as out of the list of characters that I've talked about in this video. Anyway guys, I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.